Hello, everyone. I'm Louis Clint. Welcome to Late Night Meditation. As always, it's great to be here online with all of you, whether you're watching from Zoom, YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch. So, hello again, everyone. Hello, Mom and Dad. Hi, Vivi. Hello, Eric. Hi, iPhone, and hello, Shepard. Thanks for joining in here on Zoom. Also, hello, Beverly, Julie, Hagso, and Jade. Oh, and Ivy on YouTube, and everyone watching on Facebook and Twitch. Of course, if you're watching on Facebook, I am streaming to several pages at once. So if you don't see my face in the top corner, very likely I can't see your comment right now, but I'll always go back and reply, as many of you already know. So I hope everyone's doing well. And of course, I hope you're all doing the homework. All right, very good. The homework, for those who are new or may have forgotten, the homework is whatever you're doing, have relaxation and awareness. It's a great way for us to practice meditation outside the meditation hall, because as we practice meditation together, it's a way of finding that balance of relaxation and awareness. But how we can practice it is in everyday life. It's how we can continue to improve, getting more and more practice in, even if we're not closing our eyes or sitting. So I hope you all practice the homework. You'll notice your meditation continue to get better and better, or even just get a little bit more easy. Hello, Andrew. Thanks for joining in on Facebook. Okay, so for today is our Wisdom Wednesday. So we'll have a kind of a level 3 meditation for a little bit, and then we'll have our wisdom talk today. And also, last time I was a little excited, so it was a little bit long. So today will be a little bit more bits, a little smaller, not too crazy at once. And maybe if I have another long one, it'll be in parts. And hello, Amit. Thanks for joining in. Okay. And of course, you can always let me know any comments or uh, things you think I can make it better, or even topics that you're interested in. Let me know. Okay. So, as always, let's get into our perfect position, as I like to call it, because it's perfect for you. And when you're ready, gently close your eyes. Take in a deep breath. Breathe in the cool, calm, relaxing air, and breathe out all your worries, thoughts, and responsibility. Just let it all go. Forget about it for the time that we are meditating. Just breathe in, breathe out. Let each breath of fresh air help you become more relaxed, more comfortable. Relaxation is a very important first step. It's not a waste of time. It's not being lazy. It's actually preparing yourself, allowing your body to feel comfortable so we can sit longer and have to adjust less. So allow your body to be nice and comfortable, not to force, not to push. And to add to your relaxation, let us do a body scan, relaxing from the top of your head down to the tips of your toes, allowing every muscle in your body to feel at ease, comfortable, or really at least comfortable enough. You don't need to be very comfortable, but as long as you feel okay, that's good enough. We want the amount of relaxation that you get from sitting on a park bench. It's not necessarily very comfortable, but it's comfortable enough. Enough for a short break. That's the comfort level we want. So if you feel like you're still not comfortable enough, you're trying to get very comfortable, it's okay. Just feel okay. Once you feel okay, great. And if you're still less than okay, then continue to adjust. Adjustment is part of the meditation. As we start to adjust, we'll get closer and closer to our perfect position, or new perfect position. Because each of us is unique. We all need a different degree of relaxation. Remember to adjust to you. You don't have to be looking like me, trying to look perfect, or anything at all. Just be comfortable. We meditate for inner peace, not Instagram. So you don't need to be picture perfect. Just feel comfortable. If later on you'd like to work on your posture, feel free to practice. Of course, good posture is very good, great for your meditation. But how you sit is actually not that important in the beginning. If you plan to sit for hours of meditation, yes, we need to practice posture. But since you're not all monks, we can just be comfortable first. Always quality over quantity. Once your body's relaxed, your mind will follow. So first, allow your body to feel nice and comfortable. Then allow your mind to slow down, to stay with your meditation object, that one thing, rather than everything. Little by little, allowing your mind to quiet down. But of course, even when your mind begins to quiet down, it may still begin to wander, thinking of other things. And that's okay. Don't be frustrated or annoyed with yourself. It is normal. Our mind loves to wander, just like a child loves to play. But we know the child needs time to rest, just like us bringing our mind back to a safe spot to slow down and rest. And you can do this by visualizing your object, allowing your mind to center, or using a mantra, a sound, a word or phrase to help bring your mind back comfortably. The mantra we like to use, Son Mo. Arahant You can repeat this mantra in your mind as many times as you'd like, or use your own mantra, word or phrase. For example, relax, relájate, sabay, clear and bright. Use your mantra and your meditation object as your tool. Tools to help calm and soothe your mind, and to bring your mind back to your center, back to your object. Now, let us continue in silence, letting our mind be calm, clear, and peaceful. Now, let us begin spreading loving kindness. Spreading loving kindness is like spreading out your heart, sending out good intentions to all beings. So let us visualize our object as we have been doing, and imagine that your object becomes crystal clear, clean, and bright. And at the center of your object, there is a bright light. This light is very special. All those who touch this light are instantly happier, healthier, and more at peace. So we let this light illuminate our bodies, filling our body with light. Then let this light shine out from you, filling the room. Let this light spread far and wide, filling the city, filling the state or province, filling the country and the surrounding countries, until filling the entire world and now throughout the universe. Thinking of our loved ones, our family, our friends, our close and distant relatives, our co-workers, acquaintances, all the people you know and all the people you don't know, to all sentient beings, all the animals in this world, and even thinking to the heavens, to our friends and relatives who have passed away, wishing well for every one of them. And as we are spreading loving kindness, let us make this wish together, for us all to be happy, healthy, wealthy, successful, to gain wisdom, attain enlightenment, for world peace. Let us take a moment to make our own good wishes. Sapphe Buddha Parapata Pacheka Nanjayang Palang Arahanta Nanjate Jenarakam Pantami Sapaso Sappaputta Nupavena Sappathamma Nupavena Sappasangha Nupavena Saddha Soti Bhavantu Te. And now, very gently and at your own pace, opening your eyes. Take your time as we slowly come back. You can take in a few deep breaths, do a little stretch if you'd like, as we slowly come back. How is everyone feeling? Take a moment to notice how you feel right now, now that we finished the meditation. Each time we meditate, as you guys know, is either a good session or an almost good session. There are no bad sessions. As each time we practice, we can see what works, what doesn't work, a way to help us continue to improve, to get better and better, as this is why we practice. So that as we get better, we're able to use it when we really need it. For example, when you need to make decisions and clear your mind. Meditation is quite good at that, helping us clear our mind, get ready. Or when you need to react. Being able to center yourself gives us that clear-headedness to be able to react in the best way. So, it's good to keep practicing. So I hope you all keep it up. A little bit a day goes a long way. Okay? Alright. So now, if anyone had any questions about meditation, you can type them in now if you like, and we can talk about them after. But first, let me say hello. Hi, Pat. Thanks for joining in. And who else came in? Hello, Ellen and Donald on YouTube. And I see... Oh, okay. Okay. Then, for today, the topic I felt was really important for us to talk about today is... I realized I didn't prepare it yet. Just a moment. Is about balance. That's the thing I feel is very important for us to talk about today. So, oops, that's not it. Where'd it go? There we go. So, balance. Now, we know we need balance in meditation, right? We're balancing two things, relaxation and awareness. That's what we're always trying to balance. And that's just two things. During meditation, we get that opportunity to practice balancing just two things. Because of course in life, there's a lot. There's a lot to balance, right? Okay, so, there's a lot of things we have to work on. Our health, our networking, meaning our relationships, even our work, and even, yes, time for your mind or your brain. Getting some time for it to exercise. One way is through meditation to help us get our mind a little bit stronger. So there's so many things that we have to do that we should be balancing. But how can we work on finding balance? All right, the first step is actually to not look too far. Look at your own body, okay? And we practice by using our body as a way to practice. So what can we do in our daily life that can help us balance? By looking at our four elements, like the ancient elements, earth, wind, water, fire. So what do I mean by this? It's still relevant today. Okay, so you need to balance your elements. And something that we can do every day. So, starting with earth. What do you think earth is? Well, other than obviously earth and dirt. But in this sense, how can we care for our earth element? It's really our food intake. What are we eating? Make sure that it's healthy, it's good for you, it's what's helping you sustain your life, right? And having the right amount. It's not too much, not too little. Also, not having things that are bad for you. For example, things that you're allergic to. You're not going to hurt yourself and eat that, right? And then trying to be aiming toward healthy for a longer life, happier life, okay? Now, it's not saying that desserts and stuff are bad or completely bad. You can enjoy here and there, right? It's the balance. That's what we're working on. So earth is us thinking about how much we eat, what we eat, to care for our body, okay? So that's the first one. Then there's wind. What is wind? Simply breathe, okay? I hope you all keep breathing. Don't stop breathing. Okay, so breathe in that cool, calm, fresh air. It's a way of bringing in that element of air, or wind is really us getting that peace, that calm, just like how we meditate, okay? This is something that is a way to help us replenish our air element, or wind element. So take some time for yourself to find some peace, some calm. Okay, so far so good. And then water. Water is also very easy. Literally your water intake. So make sure you're hydrated, you're drinking enough water. All right, not only the water intake, but also you can also be your own doctor and watch as it comes out. What I mean by this is whenever we drink water, it needs to come out, of course, right? And whenever you go to the doctor, they all tend to ask you to pee in a cup. So what are they doing with it to check and see? You can do the same. You can be your own doctor. When you urinate, it should be a little bit of yellow, a little bit. If it's too clear, you're drinking too much. You have enough water already. If it's really, really dark, that's not good either. You need a lot of water. Okay? So that's one way to help care for your hydration and see. Because by doing this, you're caring for your body, which in turn helps you function better. Okay? So we went with earth, wind, and water. The last one, fire. What do you think fire is? So fire is literally energy expenditure, right? So if it's energy expenditure, what could it be? Exercise. Okay? And exercise can be in many various ways. It doesn't have to be running and jogging. Uh, it can also be, if you have kids, go have time with family. Go for a hike, walk around. Or even stretching. Do not overlook stretching. Uh, if you ever tried doing power yoga or even just yoga in general, you will sweat. It's stretching will burn calories. So do that exercise. Do something. It's a way of keeping us healthy. I just saw a clip today talking about how we all need to exercise, especially starting at actually always, because as we get older, as we age, our body doesn't really create muscle as easily. So we need to create that muscle as much as we can while we're still able, and even as we're getting older, to continue to keep moving, keep using them. That way they don't deteriorate too quickly. So it's all for health. So that's why we need that balance, balancing our four elements. So eat healthy, breathe in some calmness, drink enough water, and exercise. It's a nice way to help us practice balancing. Okay? I'm not saying by doing this alone is going to make your life amazing right away, but it's definitely a good step in the right direction to help us start to get some balance, start to care for yourself, and continue to thrive and grow. So I hope you all practice balancing, because when you start to balance the two things, relaxation and awareness, then you're able to start to balance everything else. But that's why we practice little by little, making that balance. Okay? All right. So now I open the floor to you all if anyone has any questions or wonders. So, oh my. Okay, so starting off with Hakuzo, he's asking, how can someone accept they are still making progress, even if they make mistakes in learning or doing any task? Okay, so this is the thing. Every time we are working on ourselves or trying to get better at something, we have to remember that it always takes time. There's so many sayings. How we know it takes time to build something. Rome wasn't built in a day. That's one that people like to say. It's not going to be like, oh, I just got on a treadmill today, suddenly I lose everything. I'm like super skinny. That's not going to happen, right? We know it takes time. No matter what skill you're working on, you're going to fall. You're going to mess up because you're learning the skill. You're learning how to do it. So understanding that's the process. You will be growing. Allow yourself to fall and then get back up and continue on. Because why we fall, we don't know. We didn't understand. We didn't get it yet. It's okay. Then the important thing is, once we've fallen, we get back up and continue on. Right? That's the important part. If you want to succeed, we have to keep trying. Try and try. It's not always easy. It's just like, if you know you're not good at something, but you know you want to get better at it, it's going to be very difficult, very challenging, but it's not impossible. If you continue to try and try, you can definitely get it. Funny, I use an anime example. I was a Naruto fan as a kid. So Naruto he's this one kid, like he's a little ninja boy, and they have these jutsu that like magic powers. And what happened was in his story is one jutsu that he was supposed to try and do was to clone himself to make a double, and he was horrible at it. And what's funny is he worked on it so much that now it became his number one skill. So whenever people think of Naruto, they think of like multiple copies of himself fighting and that. So just an example, even in cartoons, how they try to teach us to show, keep working on it, practice. Even something you're really bad at, and you keep practicing at it, you'll be able to get better at it. It's just taking that time to keep practicing. Okay? All right. Okay, Vivi had a, let's see here, little thing. She says, out of nowhere, a humidifier leaked and was disassembled or broken. Water flooded under my bed. My husband carried the blanket mattress out of the room. I told him the humidifier was not broken. Then I touched it with love, recollected merit, and offered to Longpo. He expanded, covering the room. I assembled it and filled it with water. It's all good. My husband didn't know what was going on. He was speechless. I told him from the center place, its specific way he needed to follow it. Wow. Okay, so let me see. Try to summarize and understand it. So you're saying that your humidifier started leaking. It was kind of broken. Something was wrong. But so your husband understood that it was broken. Yeah, that needs to be fixed. But instead, you just touched it with love and sent good energy into it, and it started to work normally. Am I correct? Wow. Yes, isn't that interesting? Now, oh, it's not you. Oh, it's Longbo. Oh, it's a story from Longbo. Oh, I did not know that. I have not heard of that. Oh, so you're saying that you visualized Longbo and you saw Longbo touch it? Is that what you're saying? Very interesting. So, there's always a lot of interesting things that happen and miracles that can happen. Uh, oh, you felt his hand on yours. How was your state of mind during that time? Did you just meditate? You felt very bright and light? Okay. So, this one is a very interesting story. There are many of our followers have had stories similar, where they think of their goodness and then they think of our master. And when they think of their master, sometimes he appears and helps out. And in this case, very interesting, where he helps you and he'll fix it. Now, uh, a lot of other stories are about protection, where they were saved from something very dangerous. Uh, this is something interesting and new: appliance repair. I've never asked Lopo for help me with that, but yeah, it's really interesting. And it's uh, the thing is that sometimes you're able to generate something really interesting and actually fix something with the power of your goodness, the power of merit. But it depends on how much you have too. Now we can't see how much we each have. Think of it like it's an invisible tank, like a tank container. Okay, not a tank chute. Okay, uh, it's an invisible tank within us that we can't see, and everyone has a different amount, and we use some, and we also add in some every day. So we don't know exactly how much we have, but I guess one way to see how we're doing is, if you tend to be lucky, things tend to go your way, uh, or you have less obstacles than your friends or those around you, you tend to have more merit than them. But having more merit than them doesn't mean you have a lot either. Sometimes it's just by comparison. Um, so, yes, this is just some of the interesting things that do happen. And what is your question, actually? That was a very interesting story. Okay, she's typing in. Oh, oh, I just didn't understand what happened. Yeah, that's that's part of the interesting thing. Sometimes our master really does uh, come to help out, but then again, this is a more of a spiritual thing. A lot of our followers, because when you have a spiritual connection to someone, sometimes they really do come down to help. Sometimes it's actually the power of your own merit that makes it work, but because you're thinking of them, it felt like it was their power giving it to you. So since my meditation is not so deep that I can close my eyes right now and find out exactly what happened. I'm not at that level, so I can't tell you exactly what happened. But I know that from experiences that I've experienced myself, as well as from others that I've learned from, or that they've shared with me, it comes from that. It comes from a combination of our own merit, our good, our purity that helps make it happen. And sometimes we see our master. Sometimes it's actually from us. Oh, your husband thinks you have black magic. Oh, yeah, it seems that way. Oddly enough, here's some interesting info. Back during Long Bu's time, our great master, during World War II, oddly monks used to learn black magic. It's like, what? Why? Why? The reason is because back then, being able to do something supernatural is quite amazing, right? It's already quite amazing. The problem is, if you call it black magic, then there's also white magic. White magic is much more powerful, but much more difficult to acquire, while black magic does not really acquire much. It doesn't require much to do it. Now, this is just the example. So back then, some of the very famous monks, no, I shouldn't say famous. Some would become famous during the time because of their ability to do these kind of miracles. And I heard this story from within our temple where Long Bu, yeah, this one just a quick little bonus story, where some monks came to kind of test out Long Bu, and so these two monks, they're like from the like they came from the forest or the jungles, and and they learned out there. They came in just to see like what's the power of this person. They want to just test him out. So then Long Bu, someone who was in the room was there to and shared it with one of our head monks or one of our elder monks. He said they had like this little doll. It's like a little paper doll that people would make back then. Not paper, bamboo leaves or banana leaves. Like they make little dolls or little fish or something like that. And usually it's an ornament. And he put it down on the floor, and Lumpu kind of just like waved his hand, and it started to dance. It started to walk around and dance around. Like everyone here would be like, "Oh my goodness, that's crazy," right? But these two monks are like, "Whatever, seen that, whatever." They don't think they're not really interested or anything. He's like, "Oh, okay." So Lumpu doesn't do that, and then he picks up a cloth, just some random cloth, like just to clean up. Picks it up, holds it in his hand, just closes his eyes for a bit, and then he wipes his face. The moment he wipes his face turns to gold, like solid gold. I'm like, what? And that like shocked those two monks. Then he wiped it again and went back to normal. And they're like, they want to learn, I want to learn. And Lobo's like, that learning doesn't do anything for you. It won't actually do anything other than create more greed, delusion, anger. Instead, I will teach you what will get rid of your defilements. So they became his students and learned to deepen the meditation to eradicate it. So there is a lot of this interesting magical stuff. It's real. It seems crazy, but it's just because we don't see it. Most people don't have that ability. But it's also, having it does not exactly bring peace. If anything, being able to do more miracles can end up becoming something that adds greed into your heart. Because at first, for example, with monks, this is something that they always teach the young monks. And it's something we have to remember throughout our life. Because there's 3 dangers in a monk's life. And in Thai, we say we call it Satri, Satang, Sanseun. So number 1, Satri, that means women. It's not that women are bad. It's that as a monk, we are trying to be celibate. We're trying to be pure. And especially a young man, easy to fall in love or something like that. It pulls you away from monkhood. So that's number 1 thing that you have to watch out for. Satang, it means money. As you become an elder monk, or as you start to become more famous, people want to donate. They want to give you. And then if you're not careful, you start to care only about the money. Suddenly, your practice goes down because you're not paying attention that you should. And the last one is Sanseun. Sanseun means praise. Because now that you're an elder monk, like, oh, everyone just praises you. You're so amazing. You're absolutely, everything you do is wonderful. when in reality they're still human doing their best. And then what happens is then you feel like you're better than everyone. It does not go well. So these are the three things that the Buddha taught. Beware as a monk, because these are the three things that will just be your downfall, both as a monk and in your practice. So I'm very glad. I've always had a lot of good teachers to, continue to advise me, as well as sometimes be a good teacher in the sense of showing me what I should not do, because we're all human, and I'm also glad I have friends who will tell me directly if I'm doing something not great, and I'm also trying my best to check myself, because I am here online sharing with you, doing my best. I'm nowhere near perfect, and if I start saying, "Oh yeah, he bowed to me because I'm the new Buddha," something's wrong with me. Okay, but generally put, we're all working on trying to find our peace, find our way, and then share it. Okay, yeah. Thank you for your questions, and of course, if you have any other questions and wonders, definitely email me or send me a text. It could be a topic for next time, or next time we're here on Wednesdays. As always, we'll have a more open Q&A, and now this time actually more live. But also, if you want to ask more privately, after we close the stream, I do have more time that we can chat on Zoom, or privately through Messenger, etc. Different ways. So, any other last minute questions before we go? Just to check. Okay, then another thing I wanted to remind you guys is next, it's not next Saturday, but the Saturday after that, I will be in New Jersey, and I will be doing a 1-day retreat. So if you happen to be in the area, come on by. We can enjoy some time together and meditate and get to meet up and talk. But also, that Saturday, I will not be able to do our inner peace time. So I'm still looking for someone to take my place that one day, but we'll see. There's, impermanence. We never know what's gonna happen. We'll just do what we do. Okay. All right. Then, if no other questions tonight, then I'd like to give you all a blessing before we go. May you all be blessed with happiness, good health, wealth, success in your lives. May you be surrounded by good friends who will always guide you into light, in times of darkness and in times of need. And when you close your eyes to meditate, may you attain inner peace easily and quickly in every lifetime. So thank you again, everyone. Have a wonderful day or night wherever you're watching from. And remember, a smile a day keeps the stress away. So everyone, keep smiling, and let's brighten up the world together. So for everyone on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, see you guys next time. And those on Zoom, feel free to stay longer if you'd like to chat. Take care, everyone.